All right. Greetings, salutations. Hope all is going well with you. Man, if you're a FAMUing, I'm encourage you to celebrate your wins. I think that's kind of one of the things that we're going to see as a commonality here. Just in general, you got to celebrate your wins. Like anytime you get a W, you got to clock it. And y'all know I'm a little different. I kind of see things a little differently. I'm seeing this Willie Simmons whole situation. It's a win for a lot of us. And I'm going to kind of show you. It might have been a win for everybody. You already know what's up. It's about to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, y'all. Greetings, salutations again. Look, if you're a rapper and you ain't celebrating, I think you're a hater. That's all I got for you. Like, I really do feel like if you are a true FAMU supporter and you are a hater, I feel like you're definitely a hater. Like, I think you got to call people what they are. So, in this case, yeah, some of y'all might be haters, but so far, I ain't seen nothing but love, man. So I like that. I'm here for it, man. So, but let me go on and put it out there so we can get it ready. I was trying to look over there to try to edit and fix, but you gotta celebrate your wins, y'all. So in this case, look, I ain't gonna lie, that was Canva. That thing looked close enough to Tiffany Don Sykes. I was like, I'm gonna let that slide. But I feel like in this case, we kind of go back and look at it. Former AD Tiffany Don Sykes won, Willie Simmons won, and you could argue that Larry lost, but everybody else won, and the FAMU fans, we won. Like, I just hate to say it like that. Like, you can put it a different way, but my personal opinion, a lot of dubs going around. What's up, little baby? What's up, Gail? What's up, Will? Like I said, y'all, I know I kind of look at things a little bit to the left anyways. So yeah, you never gonna get me just towing the company line all the time. But what I will say is, if you're feeling froggy, want to support Rattler Boosters, there's a QR code. Go do it. They need your support. We try to work with some things though, so get them ready. Try to figure out next booster meeting. I'll hit up our people. Make sure we get that right, man. Now, mentioned athletic directors, major victory for the FAMU fans was definitely the athletic director. If UNC, and shout out the Fang Exchange, man. Ashley had this on her page, and I was like, yo, let me steal that because I saw it, but I didn't see that picture from somebody else. $100,000 donation from the USTA to FAMU. That's huge. Like, I'm just saying, my athletic director has been there for like 3 months, maybe. She already brought in $100,000 from a corporate sponsor. I'm just saying, like, you are what your numbers say you are. And in this case, just saying, $100,000 in 3 months. Didn't have to ask the boosters for it. Didn't have to ask the alumni for it. F Club, NAA. And I bet We got more than 20 basketball season tickets sold too, boy. Telling you. Look, I ain't gonna be that petty today, but I'm not gonna be that nice either. Like, that's something that I'm personally gonna celebrate. Like, first thing we already said that we said with the athletic director. We want an athletic director that was bringing some money. I'm not asking the coaches to do it. They're coaches. They shouldn't have to focus on fundraising too. I mean, that's a part of the job. Every coach does some aspect of fundraising, but their major aspects and major focus are winning. Need dubs. Like, and maybe we'll get extra construction dates and numbers for facilities soon. Whew. Look, baby, you stepping on toes there. Now, she did get something done with the tennis facility there, the last one. So we'll see. Now, if you missed it, the ladies did go to Nebraska and they caught the L. So you can see, boy, whoever posted that picture or video of their basketball coach, yeah, y'all were living rent free. And that man said he's like, all is right with the world. It's the only team he had to lose a record against. Whew, that thing was burning him up. So, yeah, man. End of the season, that pretty much concludes your fall sports. So at this point, all fall sports are done. Hopefully we'll see a little something next year. You know, get a little something more going, man. In the meantime, though, FAMU track, they look kind of solid, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, they came up here. They actually had a pretty solid season. And it's starting off right, man. Like, you kind of look at it. Kirk Dawson, second place in the mile. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, Ken Peoples running the mile and like having some actually good times. I'm here for it, man. Then 600 meters, 6 of our people finished in the top 10. Like, I'm a little taken aback with that one. Like, you caught me on that one. Like, I like it though. Then you flip that around, and in the 60 meters, we get some folks. Man, look, I'm just saying, FAMU track. Yeah, man. Sorry. Michael Smith. Yeah, that was a Michael Smith hire with that. Yeah. So just gonna leave that there though. Michael Smith, the AD that's still paying dividends, which is crazy. Like, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna get too petty today. Like I said, I ain't gonna be too nice either. But all this said, I'm liking what I'm seeing from our track coach. Talked to him a few times. He's got it. Like, and it's another example of when you hired somebody that was winning, you brought them into your program, and they continued winning. Like, experience has its benefits. There's something to be said about having somebody that knows what the heck they're doing. And I really think, in this case, you got one of them, man. So I'm definitely excited for it. I'm wanting to see more of it. But, you know, we don't see what it look like, how it goes, man. Yeah, man. So, sorry, I had to fix that. That thing was, some things got to look right before I get to the crew of B2A All-Stars. Look, FAMU women and FAMU men in basketball. Woo-hoo. Look, I don't know where your favorite announcer is, but there was some butt whoopings handed out, and I just want to make sure I'm on the right side of things, and I'm not Captain Petty. But I will say, I told you, I told you FAMU's gonna put the paws on Florida. I was like, hey, if you are a FAMUan and you're a FAMU fan, definitely a game you want to see because we match up very well against them. We not only matched up well against North Florida, put them hands on them. B2A all night. I'm just saying, this is going to be a competitive team in SWAC. Top half, I'm going to go top half. I was just saying, it can't be no worse than it was last year. Then flipping that around, the men started it off. Says like, oh yeah, we've had enough of this losing business. Granted, this is not a Division I basketball team, but it's a win all the same. And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to downplay a W. When W's come, I'm celebrating them. I'm telling you, the irrational FAMU fan in me is over here like, hey, we about to win the SWAC. Like, that's just the irrational part of me. I'm telling you, there's a completely rational side of Keith, and there's that irrational fanatic that is like, I will wear FAMU stuff every day of the week. Like, I just got to get a good pair of FAMU socks. I'm telling you, it's bad. I got a FAMU pair of shorts. I'm one of them. It's like, like, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. Y'all saw that tight end post today. He put that one last rod. I'm like, you got another eligibility? My man. Like, I'm one of them. And look, baby said it. Considering we are halfway to meeting last year's wins and we haven't even started conference play, says we're on the right track. Pay him his money. Like, I get. And if you hate Tiffany Dawn Sykes, when we get to the end of the show, just turn it off. Because I'm going to have a picture of her out there. Just going to let you know, keep it a buck with you. I don't care if I offend you, but I'd rather tell you the truth. There's going to be a picture of her at the Celebration Bowl. No rings on her fingers, but you're going to see a picture of her. So if you really hate her, hey, not the place for you. So, yeah, man. Now, FAMU football, we still got our same commitments. Chase Dexter. I forgot about Patrick Alston, though. Patrick Alston's been committed to FAMU for a little minute, and they're both DBs. So, that's there. Now the offers, we did get some that went out. These ain't all of them, but these are just a few, just to keep y'all up to date. I'm gonna get the rest out there for you. But Mitchell Butler, we talked about him, offensive lineman. Then we talked about Matt Freeman, D lineman. Okay, Now this one, Rick Hammond, kicker, FAU. Position we definitely need. Position coaching wise, all of us could be looking at Cozy. Like, coach, I got questions. If we got the same special teams stuff going for next year, I've got questions. And I'm really to the point where with kicker, I'd almost rather us get it out the mud. Like, get some high school kids over some of these transfers. Nothing wrong. Our last set of kickers, they made business decisions. But for the next kicker, give me this guy and give me a guy from high school. Probably two. Like, that way, if they decide to move up to the majors, they move up to the major leagues. Now, this one, Tristan Smith, you're running back. Hey, I'm just saying, if that's the kind of running back we're going to have in the backfield, going along with Thad Franklin and Bo, okay. I don't think running back's a need, but I'm just saying, little baby, look, say it for the people in the back. And then some of y'all, look, receive from Mandarin, Josiah Watkins, just saying, we got some high school recruits in the mix too. Not enough. Not enough of my take, especially considering we know that a lot of these other schools are not offering as many of the high school products. Let's exploit the system a little bit. That's just me. Could be my 2 cents. Could be how I feel about it. But I just feel like we should definitely do that. Get it going because, look, you're losing a lot, man. You're losing a lot. I don't know if y'all saw it. Let me see if I can make it a little smaller. Keep it small. So just because it gets a little furry and fuzzy when it gets really big. So, but Kendall Bowler, one of the guys announced he's declaring for the NFL. Not a surprise, not a secret. Like all SWAC, Bowler Island was definitely a thing this year. We're gonna see what he looks like at the Hula Bowl here in Orlando. He's probably your best bet to get drafted. Just being honest, like if we're being transparent about this, but local guy, just saying, a lot of hope for that guy and for that team and for those players, man. And wow, I definitely just made everything disappear on the screen here. Next was Jalen Goss, man. Jalen Goss also announced that, hey, it's time. So, you are losing some big time players here. Got to replace them though. It's kind of the name of the game in college football, college athletics. Also, Kelvin D, Celebration Bowl MVP, also going to be entering the draft. So we're going to see, makes himself eligible. And the most underutilized player from this year's roster, Jeremiah Pruitt, also going to be entering his name into the draft. And man, we didn't use him right. Like, that's going to bother me for the rest of next year. Like, that just wasn't done right. Like, and I'm with you. Look, I'm with you, Gail. Them boys in Gaston County, yeah, they just had a good season. And look, I'm just hoping Pruitt gets some shine too. So now, y'all know me. He likes to say, I like to start some good trouble. I'm definitely here for the good trouble today. I'm definitely, you missed it. I'm gonna just leave it like that. I ain't even gonna move it. I took a picture. Photo credits to me. So I took this picture last year, Celebration Bowl. But you can see Willie Simmons, Tiffany John Sykes, and you can see Larry Robinson behind there. So I really feel like we could celebrate some wins on this. I think everybody kind of won on this. I'm gonna start off with the lady in the red lipstick right there. I feel like there might be a thing on my screen. That's about to be mild petty, but no, it's my computer screen. I feel like Tiffany Dawn Sykes won. She got AD experience. I think that was a win for her. She also won some awards. Okay, how you feel about it? You be mad about it? You think she didn't deserve it? Whatever you feel. She got the awards. She also won conference championships as an athletic director. And after being ousted, she got a job in athletics at a FBS program. So, in a way, she won. Oh, and she got herself out of a very toxic situation. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Her time at FAMU, toxic. So, yes. Oh, yeah, well, we did offer the quarterback from Central Michigan. I just think, look, it's a couple of them. They're going to be coming out. We got some JUCO transfer portal guys I'm waiting on too, though, but still. But she won. Like, she ended up in a better situation for her. I would argue her mental health wise, probably a better situation. She gets to be on the sideline doing all the stuff that you see, Diddy doing in the in the 90s. It's on the sideline smiling, taking pictures. Cool. Get to flash the range for FAMU. She definitely got a W on that, though. Like, you got professional experience that's going to help you move forward. And on top of that, you get to go to an FBS program and potentially put yourself in line to get an athletic director job at another school. Hey, she won that one. Hate it or love it. She got that. Now the next one, Now I'm going to take a stretch on this. Larry and Rattler Nation, the FAMU fans, you won. Why? FAMU fans, you got new AD. It's like, you can't say that wasn't a dub. Like, not only did you get a new AD, you get the AD that all of us said should have got the job the first time. Like, win. Huge win. Angela Suggs is your new athletic director, and she gets FAMU. Huge W. You also, in the process, for better or worse, especially for y'all folks who's tired of Larry, you get a new president. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. I ain't gonna be here but 6 months to a year. He ain't playing no games. Like, some stuff ain't changed, and some stuff is just like product of the system. I ain't seen them donations rolling in like when Larry was president, but I'm just saying, Larry could raise funds. I don't care what you say about that. Larry Robinson could raise money. But for y'all that was tired of Larry, you got a new president. I think Larry still love y'all. He was at the homecoming on the sideline. He even brought a check with him. I'm just saying. Say what you want to, but you got a dub. I'm going to extend this dub to somebody who wasn't in the picture. And I'm going to do it just for former AD Tiffany Dawn Sykes. Sean Gibbs, you won, brother. You went to a school that wanted you. Like, he got his FCS coaching job at an HBCU. And he got it at an HBCU that wanted him. Like, not saying he wouldn't have done good at FAMU. I think he would have killed it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think Sean Gibbs was a bad hire. Sean Gibbs was a bad hire for the timing. And because what you would have seen with Sean Gibbs is the BS Coach Crairy's going through, where because they don't like her, they gave him some BS contract, and then you would have to deal with the flux of recruiting with a coach who had a 1-year deal, who would have really effed over your recruiting. Like, kind of looking at this from, with hindsight, honestly, it was a good deal to get Cozy, partially because he actually got support. Like, I think Gibbs is going to be a great coach. He'd have come to FAMU, he'd have did numbers. He probably would have still did. You'd have at least 7. I think your wins percentage is similar. I ain't gonna say better, but yeah, I think it'd been all right. I'll say that. Now, I don't know if you keep some of the recruits that you kept, but I'm just gonna say it like this. I think Sean Gibbs can coach. Like, I ain't gonna besmirch that man's name and say that. Like, now he can coach. He got chops. One thing Tiffany Dawn Sykes could do outside of bowling, she could pick a solid coach. She did a terrible job of keeping him. She could bring him in. Coach Pressure is her. Coach Crairy's her. Like, yeah, I fired a shot, mentioning the track coach, but truth be told, all 3 coaches, well, 3 of the 4 coaches she hired, they were winners. Coach is a winner. Winning record. I mean, Coach Pressure doesn't have a winning record, but she flipped the program quick. I mean, I'm just saying, look at the men's basketball. They look competent. Like, we ain't seen good-looking basketball since God knows when. She did a good job picking coaches. Like, I got to get at her. But Sean Gibbs, sir, you won. Like, you didn't get the FAMU job. And you know what? Good. You got a job where the people are ecstatic you're there. You probably need that. FAMU got cozy. We got what we wanted. For better or worse, you can love it or shove it, but you got what you want. Now, the other winner and the reigning champion, Willie Simmons. And all he does is win. Like, look, and FIU is excited about this one. Like, they brought back that man's track record, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, I've said this from day one, week one, anytime FAMU's got a coach and a coaching search is being done, get a freaking winner and get somebody who borderline got it out the mud, as you people like to say. Like, Willie Simmons got it out the mud. Because what they left off was his time coaching at Lincoln High School. So, Lincoln High School, coach, GA, Clemson, OC, Middle Tennessee State, OC, Alcorn, head coach PV, and he built the program there. Like, they literally built the stadium while he was there, and they were good. Comes to FAMU, fixes the program. Like, y'all remember the Chitlin Juices program was? FAMU was trash for a good ways before Willie got here. Goes to Duke. All of a sudden, they got a winning record. I'm not saying it was because of him, but he was on the staff. Just like I told y'all with your former AD. She was here. She still got rings. It wasn't because of her, but it was with her. Willie got that Duke team darn near went to the ACC championship. And they beat Florida State for the first time ever. Just saying. So who won out of all this? Willie. Willie won. I don't give two poops. I don't care if you like him. Willie won. Like, probably going to touch close to 800,000, maybe 1 million at this program. Not a good football program either. So if he can flip FIU, baby. Mario Cristobal went to FIU, showed he couldn't coach and flipped that into a Miami coaching job. Granted, he played for Miami. He's coaching at Miami now, and he paid $3 million for a quarterback and ended up in the Pop-Top Bowl. Hey, just saying. I think Willie will get you more than some Pop-Tarts at UM. Like, I'm just saying, though. Willie won. Like, yeah. Like, you could really be real petty about this, or we could be real honest about this. And we saw folks was, kind of dropping that delayed and not denied stuff, God's plan stuff. But then the next day hit, and Willie got that FIU job. Crickets. Willie won. Like, Willie Simmons in a 3-year period is going to hit state universities from the state of Florida for over $1 million. Somewhere in the tune of like probably 1.1, 1.2 mil. Bruh. Let's go. You can do the Jameis Winston thing and eat the W for all I care. Willie won. Like, because he, in the end, when everything the street committee has been saying was you got effed over, could have been real petty, and he was classy. Like, through all the rumors of, hey, him kind of going up and asking for a raise and being told, what have you done for me lately? And he's like, sorry, mama, you might want to, I'm a reference Rick Ross. Bitch, you wouldn't shoot me in the gym? Like, stay scheming. Like, what? You wasn't here. Like, remember when there was nobody here? Remember when, like, recruits was not coming here and we was losing classics? Oh, yeah. Remember that first time you showed up? I won that classic. You wasn't even really the AD yet. I won that classic. Yeah. Remember, that streak against Jackson State? Yeah, I ended that in Miami. Yeah. I did that. Remember that Celebration Bowl? That SWAC championship. Oh, yeah, I did all that. Willie did none of that. Willie did none of the Captain Pettiness but Willie did all those things. All those accliments belong to Willie Simmons. Put people on staff and out of my own coffers, made sure they were straight. Willie did that. Like, didn't get my pay raises. My assistants didn't get their pay raises. Didn't put y'all on blast. Kept it real classy at all times. But what I did to earn our raise, don't worry about that. I'll take my chances. And he won. Like, Willie Simmons is the poster child in this situation for being professional, for being classy, and that nice guys don't always finish last. Like, because he really could have said some stuff that was damning. Like, some assistants hadn't gotten paid for stuff that they were supposed to get from years ago and was still out there busting tail. Like, you really, like, as the athletic director, you kind of showed your ass a few times. Like, some of it's reported. A lot of it's from the street committee. Some of it's on videos that people don't share. But, you know, just saying, when I looked at the Lawson Center, I saw a nice Kraft Nissan thing at the basketball game. Just saying, got some nice new corporate sponsors coming back. Really won this in the classiest way possible. Like, at a point where a lot of us, that's why I said us, would have burned it down. Like, a lot of us would have went straight Heath Ledger Joker. Boom, and walked away and be like, you deal with this. Why so serious? Because I'm done with this. Willie was classy. To the end. To a fault. Like, so the reason is like, celebrate your victories. Everybody won in this. The closest person that you could argue maybe almost lost was Larry. And honestly, the people who kind of got caught up in the whole Jerami thing, but this ain't about that. This is about the football situation. And if you're just keeping this purely about FAMU football, the W's are there. Cozy got his head coaching job. Smitty got to continue coaching. He got effed over by fam, but you know, is what it is. We don't hide that. We tell the truth on that, especially here. Like KJ won. D special teams coordinator won. Like, just saying, you start looking at this and how this played out for what really equaled and equated to like 2 to 3 months of really bull jump and foolishness from an athletic department. All of a sudden, a year later, most of the major players are in a better situation a year later than they were last year, which is crazy. Like, the biggest losers are just the FAMU football program. Like, you didn't go back to the Celebration Bowl. And Hitman, say it for the people in the back. Angela Suggs is your second biggest winner. Why? And she dodged that bull jump. Like, I don't think she would have went for that Jerami stuff. But if she had got caught up in that, she would have been the AD that got the axe. So I love that when she did her acceptance speech, she talked about things happening at the right time. And I think if you want to really bring this back, this is that quote unquote everything happens when the good Lord wants it to. And it really, that's what happened. Like, it's a great situation. Like, and honestly, if you're a FAMU fan like me, I'm happy for Willie Simmons. I mean, we all know that he probably wasn't coming back. No way. I mean, if so, he'd have left this year. So you'd have still been looking for a coach. And honestly, for those that are afraid of him taking some FAMU coaches with him, take them. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think there are many coaches on this roster or on this staff that you could lose tomorrow that you couldn't replace. And that's not being like disrespectful. That's being frank from top to bottom. I feel like if Cozy were decided to be like, yo, I'm gonna take that, I think the next call would be to Valdosta, Georgia. That brother's gonna end up somewhere. And I'll be honest, I don't know what they're paying him, but that would be the next logical decision because it's there. Like, if any of those coordinators decide that they're going to join Willie Simmons as position coach, that's probably a better deal. Like, just saying, I don't care who you are. Like, if you're a coordinator and you work for Florida Agricultural Mechanical University and Willie Simmons offers you a chance, you better take it. It's like, I'd work the phones right now. I wouldn't try to be no GA, not in Miami, but I sure would be like, hey, you need an offensive line coach? Hey, you need a defensive line coach? Just saying. We didn't have a horrible season at FAMU, 7-5, Celebration Bowl champion, who, man, I'd be trying to bend that ear yesterday. Like, it would have been a text like, you got room for me, bro? Like, I'm just trying to see what's up, man. Hey, like, just saying. Look, right here. Someone's going to donate FAMU $25 billion tomorrow at 12. Hey, billion or million? Look, just saying. But at this point, everybody won in this situation. And honestly, you can't be mad at it. Like, so congratulations, Coach Simmons. I'm happy for you, man. Definitely something that he wanted. Like, he's made it very clear he wants to be at a Power 4 school. But you start thinking about it, you get to come back to Florida, no state income tax. Granted, what you paying for Miami, you're being taxed. But you get the opportunity to flip another program, and you're at a program where if you can flip FIU, you're going to a bigger, better school. I'll say it like that. If you can flip FIU and make them a competitive, viable program, I'm just saying, schools like Virginia Tech, hell, Syracuse, you saw what Syracuse is doing. They keep a brother to coach. Like, schools that are more progressive, that are willing to bring a brother in as a head coach, might be doing something. And God forbid, Scott Frost kind of at UCF. I wouldn't be surprised he end up there next. Like, I'm not throwing that out there. It's like, oh, I got some information, but I'm just saying, they're in the Big 12. They're getting Big 12 money. Largest school in the nation. You don't think then people know what Willie Simmons doing and has done? And heavens forbid he does it at FIU. Just saying. Look, at FAMU at FIU, September 26th. Those of you who claim to know Willie so much need to tell him to make it happen before he leaves FIU in 3 years or Florida. I don't want to play FIU. I mean, they're going to cut a check. I'm cool with it. I'll probably ride the bright line and go, but I don't want to play them. I don't know, man. Mike, I'm kind of over, I'm over us playing those FBS schools. So, granted, they ain't that good, but still. Look, are you playing? You ain't saying nothing wrong, Marvin. You keep it up. You don't think the FSU folks will back that truck up? Ain't like he had almost beat Florida State one time. That would be a hell of a story. Like, just saying. They are overpaying us. But for how long? I don't know if you saw the article, but somebody posted from some of these Bama fans was like, hey, we need to pull out some of these games. Like, we'll see, though. It's going to be interesting because strength of schedule doesn't mean what it used to. Like, you consider who some of these teams that are getting into the playoffs and not getting the playoffs are. Interesting question about strength of schedule. Look, let it mess up. Let it continue to mess up. I'm just saying. Because they pretty much, you stole all of Nebraska's defensive coaches. You got Malzahn as OC, and quietly, your quarterback, Cromanhope, more than Brock Glenn, fits what Gus Malzahn likes to do. You got Cam Davis at running back. Y'all ain't Seminole fans, so I'm just saying. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, they better have 7 wins. That's all I know. They got less than 7 wins, it's going to be a problem over there. And heaven forbid, Willie mess around and have a good season. Y'all, you think. Woof. Willie's liked at FAMU. Willie's liked in Tallahassee, though. Like, I'm just going to say it like that. That's a story. And that's a check that they wouldn't mind writing. And he has an offense that's exciting. And he would actually have, like, a proper staff. Not where he's wearing 3 hats, but he's like, yeah, I might be the play caller, but whew, man, woe be tied on that one, boy. Woe be tied. So, transfer portal, though. Hopefully we get some commitments. Look, let them know, Marvin. And some money. Because FIU really ain't. They were like, yeah, we got $250,000 nutrition program. Hell, you got 55,000 students. Hell, if FAMU had 55,000 students, what would we look like? Just saying. Yeah, I do realize FAMU is like the 2nd largest school, smallest in the state university system. Like, we're not, even competing with these other people. Never mind. That's for a whole nother story. I ain't gonna get on that tonight. So, but yeah, man. So now I'm having staffy questions raised up. Wondering if Cozy's going to get some more changes. He's gonna have to. Furniture need to move. Like, butts need to get to going. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to get a person fired, but I don't need to see another season of certain people on staff. Like, I look, defense coordinator wise, I can kind of let you slide. The offensive line looked better in the last game. Okay. Burris needs to be the full-time OC though. Like, somebody you can put co-OC in front of the other guy, in front of Coach Henry, but he needs to be on the field if you're gonna be on the staff. And offensive line coaches, but Burris, full-time OC to me. Like, play caller, all that offense looked a lot smoother. Now, granted, it's a smaller sample size and teams didn't get to see as much film on him. That matters. But the offense flowed better. That's what matters to me, man. Like, and look, right here, what you got to say? After today's CFP Grid FCS breakdown, money games are about to cease. So let's get one check out of him before FSU. Look, I'm just saying, I've been on that, Mike. I said this a couple months ago. I'll say it again. I'll be very surprised if FAMU sees the University of Georgia. If we see Athens, that's a shock. I fully expect a 6-figure buyout on that. Like, that I'd be highly surprised if FAMU sees UF, FIU, or UGA. I fully expect FAMU to clear close to $1 million in buyouts between just UGA and UF. I would be very surprised we play them, especially considering, like you said, with the playoffs. You can't, because all jokes aside, and I don't go back and forth with people, especially if you're a UM fan, because I'm not a UM fan. It's FAMU and FSU for me. If all these players decide they're not going to play in this bowl game, and you lose this Pop-Tart Bowl, you ain't gonna be able to talk to FSU fans for like 2 years. Who should have been in the playoffs? So should have them. Like, I'm just saying, and I fully expect for us to have to develop some classics. Like, if you're going to fix the money situation and not just lean on your alumni and have to find some other ways to get corporate sponsors involved, you got to do some classics. And as Mike has mentioned, you got to play in some places where your people are and aren't. Like, you're going to have to get an HBCU classic in a place like Chicago, a place like Vegas. Like, I'm just saying, like, you got to figure out something to go with some of these things. Like, what if? I'm just going to throw this what if out there. All these groups have conclaves and boulets. What if your conclave or your boule just happen to coincide with an HBCU basketball tournament or baseball tournament or football championship? I'm just saying, or a classic. Like, at a certain point, when it comes to HBCUs, you got to start maximizing your revenue by taking advantage of having stuff when people going to be there. Like, I get you don't want to have a baseball tournament during Essence Fest. I wouldn't either. But you know what? If the Noobs are in town and they having conclave, it wouldn't be bad to have a baseball event or a basketball event or something. Same thing for the Alphas, the Omegas. I don't know if the Alphas do that. When the AKs had boule, bruh, it was pink and green city. Like, you couldn't see nothing but pearls. Like, they were everywhere from all over. Like, I think at a certain point, our HBCUs got to start taking advantage of those kind of things. When the Omegas have Searsucker in Atlanta, why aren't you having something up there around that same time? Like, take advantage of the fact that you got all these Black people that are coming here, these historically Black colleges and universities. Hey, while this is going on, have a Greek night, because all these Greek people are here all of a sudden, because the freaking alumni are going to be there. Like, at a certain point, start linking some of this stuff up. Like, having them do the stuff at your campus, at your events, and other things like that. I'm just saying. Like, I know I think different. I know I'm thinking outside the box, but that's just me. Like, so Willie says he can't. He will continue to support FAMU financially. Oh yeah, Willie be. He has said that. Yeah, he has said that. And look, they get themselves fired. Burris and OC, new OC. Hey, I'm just saying. Will it? Can it? Yeah, I know. I'm a TJ Demon stan. So y'all know the requirement though. So I don't know. I hadn't talked to TJ, but if you finish school and he graduated, I'm here for it. I highly doubt we'll see Georgia UF. UF did not drop us. They rescheduled. They will probably drop us, but they rescheduled. And then I like that. I told you I love TJ as a coach. I'm here for it, and which is why you think our money games would be another classic, Orange Blossom or Atlanta. Yeah, I think OBC is. This is me. I told y'all once. I'll say it again before I get up out of here. If I am FAMU I strong arm the SWAC the same way that Alabama State strong arms the SWAC and Southern and Grambling strong arm the SWAC. Like, Alabama State is strong arming the SWAC for a football game against a Division II team at their home stadium. I ain't talking about 50,000 people showing up at the game. I ain't talking about 40,000 people. We're talking on a good year, 25. But it's your tradition. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying you're missing out on a chance to go to the playoffs, for better or worse, for a football game against the Division II football team. You telling me a football game in one of the largest media markets in the world that features the preeminent public HBCU, your most academically astute school in your conference, your school in your conference that has one of the highest attendances and continuously, even though it has one of the smallest football stadiums, is one of the conference leaders in football attendance, can have a game in which they can either play another school from the SWAC or a school from the mid, in which both schools are getting a payout that's pretty substantial. You don't think the SWAC would say, okay, cool, we will protect you in the Orange Blossom Classic? Like, this made business sense. Like, this ain't about your tradition. It's about dollars and cents. Like, to me, that would be my thing. Like, I'm not huge on tradition. I told y'all Thanksgiving we did barbecue. And your brother threw down. I would walk in there. These are the numbers she's offering. These are the numbers we're talking about. This is the attendance when FAMU is an OBC. This is the attendance when FAMU is not in the OBC. We bringing, hey, FAMU by themselves brings 20,000 by themselves. So if you make this a normal game, you could really rotate some of the SWAC schools. Like, I'm just gonna keep it a bean. You could put some of the children of the poor up there, the sorrier SWAC schools that don't nobody want to see, and say, hey, come down to the Orange Blossom Classic. You still gonna get this check. You don't think Valley would jump at a $300,000-$400,000 check? And for the band to be paid to come down there? You think Pine Bluff would jump at that? Better yet, for the MEAC, you don't think Howard, and granted, Howard might not jump at that. I'm just saying, you know, they got money. But Morgan, some of these other schools, like, you don't think that'd be a protected classic just for the money? Because all of a sudden, you win in twice. You get the MEAC SWAC Challenge at the beginning of the season, plus an Orange Blossom Classic. Hello? Money and ratings say that got to happen. I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, if we want to celebrate W's, you got to get it like that. Little baby, I'm with you. I prefer if it's a MEAC. Heck, you can bring North Carolina A&T down, Hampton sometimes, like Tennessee State. Granted, they ain't gonna travel that much, but still, like, it's a good business move. And if you're the SWAC and we want everybody to win, it's not just a business move, but it is getting you attention in large media markets. That's what you need. Like, because especially if it's two SWAC teams, throw a SWAC logo on the field somewhere, all of a sudden, you can make that an extra non-conference game. I don't know if I do Grambling. You know, they don't travel great, but, you know, you do FAMU Southern was one of them, somebody like that. Just saying. I'm throwing it out there. It makes a lot of sense. I think FAMU South Carolina State is going to be a better game down there that we'll probably see. Again, with this kind of stuff, you getting strong arm on one side at the end of the season. On the other side, you need to flex your muscle. You're FAMU. As a program, you bring in dollars that they're not, and you can continue to show your impact on the rest of the conference by doing that. So, but all right, y'all, we at that limit. Y'all got to go to work, and me do too. And yes, I said it wrong on purpose. And look, Kev said, so OBC 25, FAMU versus South Carolina State. Hey, we're gonna see. Cookman is on Saturday. OBC would be on Sunday. We've seen it before. It's just like, and honestly, if I'm the SWAC, I love that, because what y'all don't know, and who didn't go, when FAMU and BCU played that same weekend, some of the Cookman fans stayed over and went to the FAMU game, and vice versa. Some of the FAMU fans were like, I'm gonna go to the UM Cookman game. Like, some people stayed the entire weekend and went to both games. I mean, I'm just saying, I might take the bright line for that one. So we'll see. All right, y'all. For Adam and everybody here at HBCU Digital Network, we'll see y'all Thursday, man. We're gonna look at some more of these recruits, and hopefully we get some more commitments. We got 2 DBs right now. We need some linemen, need another quarterback. We need some more depth out there, man, because we lose big time players. But Thad Franklin's coming back. So let's see. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what's up. It's always gonna be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it?